Hello viewers, it is great to have you. Shiite community in Nigeria is seeking international intervention and has filed petitions with the United Nations over alleged police blasphemy. The petition alleges that police forcibly removed the hijabs of female Muslim detainees during the Abuja Abiyan symbolic trek, both while in custody and during a media parade, sparking outrage after a police shared a video of the incident on social media. The petition singles out the Inspector General of Police and the Commissioner of Police, accusing them of blasphemy against Islam. The petition also highlights that over 100 individuals comprising 55 women and children, including 2 infants and 2 nursing mothers, are currently being held at the Intelligence Response Court facility in Abuja. Guys, this hijab-wahala has resurfaced again since the suicide bombing that killed 14 people in Maiduguri in June. For those who are still wondering about what hijab is, the hijab is a headscarf worn by many Muslim women as a symbol of modesty, humility, and devotion to God. The Quran instructs Muslim women to dress modestly and cover their chests and heads.
Hijab is a commandment of Allah, the creator of earth and heaven. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, "O Prophet, say to your wives, your daughters, and women of the believers that they should let down upon themselves their jalbab." Hijab is
But interpretations differ. Some see the hijab as a personal choice and expression of faith. Some see it as a way to connect with Islam heritage and identity. Others see it as a symbol of resistance against societal pressures. Now, this last group of people may feel too strongly about it. For instance, following the Abiyan riot in Abuja, the Islamic movement of Nigeria released a letter in a dreadfully stated, and I quote, "Hijab is our religion, culture, and right, and the abuse of hijab is more painful to us than the shelling of live ammunition on us. We will not take this abuse lightly. Certainly, an abuse to hijab is not just an abuse to the people arrested, but to the Muslims and the religion of Islam."
jalbab. Hijab is our religion, culture, and right. And the abuse of hijab is more painful to us than the shelling of live ammunition on us.
End of quote. Guys, this hijab is a fundamental piece of cloth in Islam. In fact, in Afghanistan, under Taliban rule, women face severe punishments for not wearing their hijabs. They get arrested, imprisoned, flogging, in some cases, even beheaded. In Nigeria, while cases of several severe punishments for not wearing hijab are rare, controversies and debates surrounding hijab wearing have arisen. In 2015, Muslim students at the University of Ibadan protested the students' ban on hijab wearing during exams, leading to a policy change. In 2013, Osun State government banned hijab wearing in the public schools, which sparked protests and legal challenges from Muslim groups. Meanwhile, in some northern states with Sharia law, women have faced arrests, fines, or floggings for not wearing or adhering to the strict dress codes, including hijab wearing. But guys, some Muslim women seem to derive joy from wearing the hijab. They do not wear hijab because of some imam or militant who will punish them if they do not do so, but because they are called significant respect for the material. Let's take a look.
By the time you dress the way Almighty Allah asks you to dress, automatically you will not be harassed by any male outside, and it will prevent the level of evil in the society. So, and when you talk about a woman wearing hijab, it's an embodiment of morals, because whenever anybody sees you, they see you as a pure person, they see you as an honest person, and you portray yourself as a responsible and responsive person at any point in time.
Organizers of
we want to create the awareness for the Muslim women, the Muslim girl, that the hijab is a compulsory apparel for all Muslim women by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has commanded us to put on our hijabs outside our homes and behave modestly, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. He is watchful of all his creatures at all times. He wants us to be obedient to him, and once we obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the society becomes purer.
Some people feel okay, they are Muslim women in hijab, they are oppressed. Some feel they are in bondage, a lot of gray areas. The woman is a valued human being and not a commodity. So that the woman has been, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands the Muslim woman to draw her veil over her bosom, and then not to come out and be, as a woman of honor and dignity, not to be molested.
The theme of the event.
That's great. The The hijab is held sacred in Islam, just as the cross is held sacred in Christianity. For most Nigerians, the hijab wearing is just a matter of human rights and liberty. A ban on the hijab is a ban on the right to freedom of religion, sanctified by international law. Besides, the hijab is just a harmless piece of cloth. Why in God's name would it be banned? Why is hijab making the headline again? Well, the hijab, while being a symbol of feminine modesty in Islam, is widely viewed as a symbol of terror in Nigeria. There have been cases where Muslim women have used their hijab to conceal explosive or weapons in Nigeria, particularly in the context of Boko Haram insurgency. In 2015, Maiduguri bombing, for example, a woman wearing a hijab detonated a bomb at a crowded market in Maiduguri, Borno State, killing over 50 people. In 2017, it was University of Maiduguri. A female suicide bomber disguised in a hijab attacked the University of Maiduguri, killing several people. In these cases, the hijab was used as a tool to conceal the explosives, exploiting the cultural and the religious significance of the garment to avoid detection. Now, in addition to this, the Nigerian government holds the Islamic movement of Nigeria as a terrorist organization. So, it is not surprising to learn that it is putting constraints on some of the religious rights, particularly the hijab. But the Nigerian government must work with circumspection with this issue, because this issue tends to be volatile. Anyway, Gen Zs, before I call it a day, I have got some interesting reactions from Nigerians as regards this matter. The reactions come in forms of comments and questions. Some Nigerians are bitter about the whole thing. According to them, we are stuck in the hard times in Nigeria. We are talking about petrol hikes. I mean, the liter of petrol is now 1,200. There is hunger in the land, and somebody somewhere is interested in religion. Maybe Tinubu need to further strain the country so that those petitioning the United States over hijab will understand the meaning of hunger. Very sad indeed. Other responding Nigerians are calling on the Islamic movement to also petition the United Nations over the insecurity, particularly Boko Haram atrocious activities in Nigeria. Many reactions from many Nigerians, but the last reaction boils down to the pertinent question. Are the Islamic movement of Nigeria and Boko Haram totally the same in their goals and ideologies? Are there extremists, terrorists, or fanatics? Well, I will deal with these questions on my editorial thought in due time. That's all I have for you today on Beyond the Headlines. I hope you join me next time, viewers. Thank you.